Who's ready for an Empties video? It has been a long time since I have done an Empties video, and I will be completely honest with you, I have been throwing my trash away. I've gotten so far away from doing the Empties videos that I don't even think to keep anything anymore when I empty it. But I have recently had a couple of you reach out to me and say, hey, I'd love to see an Empties video. Over the past couple weeks, I have been saving my trash just for you. I also included some supplements and food items as well, because I feel like if I am going to see somebody's trash, especially if they are a good healthy eater, I want to see what they are finishing and what they would repurchase. So without further ado, let's get started, and we are going to go into more of the beauty products. You already know I cut and scrape everything. We have the Jergens Natural Glow 3 days to glow, always on repeat, cannot be without this. Talked about it many times. I use a little spatula that one of you had turned me on to clean out these little things. I will make sure that I link the spatula as well. We emptied a Smashbox, the original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. Also cut this dandy open and scraped that out as well. You know, everything is just good to the last drop. Who's with me? I know some of you think the same way. I don't feel like wasting. I spend a lot of money and I like to use my products till the bitter end. The next one I didn't cut open and scrape, and there is a reason for it. This is a wonderful, wonderful primer as well, but this is an eyeshadow primer. It is by Milani, and I will be honest, I would recommend this. It's probably my favorite. It is not the one that I used in my recent makeup tutorial, which I will link. You can get to it up here as well as in the drop-down box. I used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance in there. The only reason I didn't use this one, and it's not empty, is I don't wear makeup every single day, and with primer, eye primer that is, you don't really use much, and I think this just was going bad. So it's not Milani's fault, it's Tracy's fault. It's just because I'm not using it often enough. So that's the only thing I can say, is that it was really just changing its consistency, and I knew it was time to repurchase something. I had a gift card for Sephora at JCPenney, and I just decided one day while I was in there to pick up the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I am loving it, but you certainly could save yourself some money and just get the Milani. I have had a long time love of the BH Cosmetics Glamorous Blush 10 color blush palette. I don't even know if you can still get this. I have a favorite blush shade in here that goes right in this spot. It is empty, and I've already repurchased this because it's just such a beautiful everyday shade. So if I can find this, it will absolutely be linked down in the drop down. Just picked up some magnetic lashes. This is the first time that I have used the magnetic lashes. I do have them on today, but I did cut them down slightly. I do lash fills, and what happens is I am still resourcing false lashes, and with your natural lashes, it's really easy to remove the lash adhesive, but with lash extensions, if any of that lash adhesive gets on your extensions when you are applying false lashes, it's really hard to get off. So I've really recognized that I probably need to decide, do I want to be a false eyelash wearer, or do I want to do the lash fills? And I'm going to stick with lash fills throughout the summer just because I love the easiness of it, but they just don't give me the vavoom that I'm looking for. So I thought I would pick up the magnetic lashes and test them out. They feel the same. I thought they would feel heavier, but I cannot even tell that they are on, and I think that they will work for the time being, especially with me still doing the lash fills. So I would definitely recommend these if you are interested in going with a magnetic lash. Mederma Facial Toner. This is not exactly empty, but it will be in a couple days, and I've already repurchased this. I've used this for a few years. It is my favorite. I love how you can just press down on the top with your cotton round, so it's really an easy bottle to work with as well. Absolutely love it, would so recommend it, very affordable, and again, I've already repurchased it and this one will be empty in just a couple days. Moving on to a couple supplements that I finished up. We have some blood sugar support here. This is not the one that I normally purchase. I'm not sure why I purchased this one. I will have a couple linked below. The only time I really resource this blood sugar support supplement is if I am going to eat maybe a heavy meal, maybe a high fat or high sugar meal, if I'm out treating myself at a gathering, going to have some alcohol, whatever it may be, this is really great to include when you're having that meal. The other supplement that I just recently picked up is Vitex Plus. This is Chase Tree Berry Extract. I incorporate this for my perimenopausal symptoms. I don't take it every single day, just when I am on my perimenopause routine. And if you want more about my perimenopause journey and what program or treatment plan I am on, I will have those videos linked down below. I'll actually put one of them up here as well where you can click on that. I also have a supplement video that will be linked also. Moving on to food and beverage, we are going to start with the GTS Kombucha. I love the Gingerade. I really only have this for a treat. And the reason for that being is I don't really feel that I need to have this. I definitely already get my probiotics. I'm a healthy, clean eater. To me, this is keeping it clean, but having a little treat. You do have to be careful with these drinks as there are 2 servings in each bottle. So with 6 grams of sugar per serving, you are now up to 12 grams of sugar if you drink the whole entire thing, and you're at 50 calories. I share with my clients all the time, be careful drinking your calories because we want that chewing sensation. So if you are taking in a lot of calories via beverage, watch it because you could be consuming too many calories in a given day. I try to save my calories for drinking when I'm actually going to have a cocktail or something like that, glass of wine, something that's more of a treat or a cheat. But once in a while, I just want one of these Gingerades. This is my favorite. I have the Guava Goddess. Not crazy about this. Really, the only one that really interests me is the Gingerade, but you definitely have to love ginger or you're not going to like this one. Emptied a bag of quinoa. I probably emptied 3, 4, 5, 6 of these this past month, but I only kept 1. And I don't really look for anything particular with quinoa. This is Kroger brand. It does the job, but I will definitely have some linked. I also go through probably 2 of these a month. It's the Maranatha Raw Almond Butter and Creamy. I like the raw because it's lower sugar than some of the other ones. If you are acclimated to an almond butter that has more sugar, even a gram per serving or more, you will be able to tell the difference when you go to this one, but I really do try to watch my sugar intake, and I love this. I put it on my breakfast quinoa just about every single morning. Let me know if you would like me to do an updated what I eat in a day video. I have considered doing maybe a vlog style one, as I just recently picked up a vlogging camera. So if you would like to see that, let me know in the comment section below. Emptied some almond milk. This one was picked up at Aldi. Again, no rhyme or reason with my almond milk, and I really only use this with my breakfast quinoa. If you would like my breakfast quinoa recipe, you can get that in one of my highlights or maybe 2 of my highlights on Instagram stories. I used to do What I Eat Wednesday, so I have a What I Eat Wednesday highlight. It's probably going to be in there. If it's not in there, check the food highlight to get the recipe. Picked up some protein bars. These are 16 grams of protein and 3 grams of sugar. And I like the fact that they're grass-fed. They are whey. I don't have any sensitivities to having whey. It also has the almond butter, but I purchased the variety pack. So there's a cacao one, there's the almond butter, and then there's another one that's vanilla almond or something like that. These are pretty good. I would pick them up again, but there's some that I do like better. So I will link this one if you want to try it out, but I will also link a couple additional ones that I've really liked in the past. We have an empty cauliflower pizza crust by Outer Aisle. I've really been turned on to these, and I've been repurchasing them. I've shared these a lot on Instagram stories. These are great. I love them. I mean, you have to be a clean eater. I know my one daughter and her fiance had tried these. I had given them a pack and they weren't crazy about them, but I think what happens is if you eat mainly standard American diet and you want to create something that would normally be standard American diet, let's say pizza, for example, you're going to struggle. You're really going to struggle when you make that healthy version and when you transfer over. And it's something that I definitely want to, make you recognize. But when you're a clean eater, it's amazing the things that taste really good to you. So it's really just where you're at with your eating journey. If you are just now becoming a clean eater, you are just going to struggle. You're going to struggle with everything for a while, but your taste buds will acclimate and they will adjust to not having such flavorful food that's basically on steroids. And you will really enjoy foods like this, because when I make my cauliflower pizza crust and I do the sauce and I do goat cheese and I do my roasted vegetables, which you can get to on my website, Tracy's Roasted Vegetables. I'll put the recipe down below. This knocks it out of the park for me. It really does. But it's something that I would say give it a try and see if you can make it taste good for you. But if your standard American diet, recognize many things just aren't going to taste good to you at first. So there's my little tip for the day. And then last but not least, we have my favorite ink pen. I think it's by Zebra. I also like the Pilot. One of my viewers had turned me on to the Zebra. I can go with either one, but I just repurchased a box and it was these particular ones. I'm always going through, and I have to have blue ink. For those of you that follow me or have for a long time, you already know that. So that is everything for June empties. And if I see a lot of views on this video, I will continue to do empties videos as things come in. So keep me posted if you like this. Check out all of the links in the drop-down box. And that's it. That's really it for today's video. And we will see you soon in the next video. All right, take care.